Hello YouTube, Damo_23 here, and welcome back to another episode here on the YouTube channel. In today's video, it is the EPL challenge, and we are of course with Arsenal, and we look destined to win the Premier League. That is correct. As you can see at the league table on the top left-hand side, we have quite a massive gap, and that is to Manchester City, who have started to come back in this season. In today's episode, we will be playing Manchester City live in the episode as well. But without further ado, give the episode a like, do subscribe to the YouTube channel, and today could be the day that the Premier League becomes Arsenal's. Maybe not officially, but pretty much so. Since we last met, let's just go through the results. It has been incredible since beating Chelsea 3-1 and Villa 3-2. We then beat Leicester 8-0. That's our second 8-0 after beating Wolves 8-0. We then beat Charlton 8-1 in the FA Cup. Ludogorets we drew 1-1-2, but we did get through the league phase, qualified fourth. So we will get the round of 16 games before we play Man City. Hopefully we get a good draw. We then beat Southampton 3-2, West Ham 2-1, 4-1 against Forest, 2-0 against Newcastle, and are fully rotated before this Spurs game, who we did absolutely pump 7-0 at the start of this season, and the fully rotated side at Stamford Bridge did enough to win in extra time. I did have to bring a few of the first team boys in, but Rui Patricio knows how to save a penalty, our backup keeper, and Jackson, James and Sterling all missed, and we got through in the FA Cup by the skin of our teeth. That kind of means that everything's going pretty swimmingly well here at Arsenal. Second thing is, let's go and have a look at Liverpool, because they were our main title contenders, and they've kind of fallen off the boil in Feb. They lost to Man United at Old Trafford. They lost to Leicester, who we beat 8-0, 1-0, which is interesting and must have been an FMing. This is the first time I've looked at this. And Liverpool had 89% possession, had a goal disallowed in the 89th minute and conceded 92nd. Fair enough. They also lost to Aston Villa in a crazy game in the Carabao Cup final as well, and thus meaning Liverpool, who were our main title contenders, are a long way off. Man City have come from nowhere, though, to get back semi into the title race and have not lost since January the 1st, where they also lost to Leicester. So the team we beat 8-0, there you go. But since this poor run of form, they've only lost one game in the league since this December, and we're now at the end of February. One loss in, 3 months of football in the Prem? That's a pretty good run from City. We're very, very glad that they started so poorly, and that was the big part of this season. If City don't start well, we had to be amazing. And, well, if you look at this season, we've only lost 3 games, 125, and in these 3 losses, it's been to Liverpool, Villa, and Palace, who, Palace have had a decent year and currently sit 8th. The other thing I've come back here early to talk about is the actual XG table and how good this 4-3-3 is as well. We're 24 goals over our expected XGA. We've started to actually concede a little bit more of late. We were very good defensively. We're 12 points over our expected points. We should be first. We're currently first. It's absolutely amazing. And it's hands down to this 4-3-3 that is so good. I've called it the total control 4-3-3. We play on an attacking mentality. We play out from the back with a standard passing direction with a higher tempo. So we don't mind if they want to look a little bit longer. We do not mind if they want to look a little bit shorter. We play football. We overlap on the left and underlap on the right, which means we can get a bombing on fullback to really dominate the game on the left. And on the right-hand side, we have an inverted wingback that will sit in and allow Saka to stay wide as a winger on support and complement Rice in the middle of the park, guaranteeing we're always going to have 3 to 4 guys at the back. Declan Rice being able to drop between the 2 centre-backs and distribute the game, and Ben White can sit just ahead of him to allow for passing options. And it means that the 2 central midfielders on attack and the advanced playmaker on attack can get forward, get alongside Osimhen, get in the half spaces, create chances, get in the box. And I think this is proven by the fact that Havertz has 13 goals from central midfield in 27 appearances this year in the league. He is looking incredible. All right, so we're doing that. We're playing through the middle because our best players are through the middle as well. We take shorter kicks, we distribute the centre-back, we counter press, and we are obviously, if we're playing this system, we are going to the full Brits. We're going to total control. We're going to get in your face, prevent short distribution, get stuck in, trap inside, stop crosses. I will say get stuck in off when we're winning by more than 2 goals, just to avoid all the cards. But this team and that system is mental. This is the best 4-3-3 I have created this year on Football Manager. It is playing amazing football. Martinelli, I need to speak about here quickly as well. He's got 17 goals, 18 assists, 12 player of the matches in 28 games. It is incredible numbers. That's 30 plus returns in 28 games in the Prem. That's in the Premier League alone. That's 20 assists total this season. And if you have a look at his development, it's been amazing. You know, it's a system that allows strikers to score. Osimhen's got 17 in all competitions. If you have a look at the numbers here in all competitions, Osimhen's got 17, Martinelli's got 18, Saka and Havertz have got 14 goals this season. Our backup striker and Jesus has got 9. Smith Rowe, who's been playing centre mid on attack and centre mid on support and has now developed into a leading Premier League midfielder, has got 9 goals in all appearances, 5 goals for in 20 appearances with only 2 starts this season. That's 9 returns in 18 games off the bench. That's how good this 4-3-3 is. It's totally dominating the Premier League. This team should go on to win the title. And look, as long as we beat City in the next few game weeks, we will be perfectly fine to win this title. What I am going to do is going to cut away now. I'm going to come back to give you the results of this Spurs game, Fulham, what we got in the Champions League round of 16 and how we went. And then I'm going to be filming the away game at the Etihad to beat Manchester City. And if we do that, I don't see a world where we're going to give up this amount of room and we will be winning the Premier League title in Season 2 in charge of Arsenal. Here we go, Etihad Stadium, Manchester City. It's 12:41 a.m. on the 6th of the 1st, and we have the potential to win in Season 2 of the league in game week 32. That is correct. City have lost their last couple of games, or their last game that they played, I believe, in the league. That's their first loss in a while to Chelsea. Liverpool won their recent game as well. As you can see here, 5-0. And I'll recap our results here since playing Spurs. We played Spurs, we drew 1-1, beat Leipzig 4-0. They had 2 red cards in the first 15 minutes, and then were able to take it easy in the round of 16 in the Champions League. That easy, in fact, we actually lost the second leg at home, which was pretty shocking. Beat Fulham 2-0, beat Blackburn 3-0 in the FA Cup quarterfinal to set up another FA Cup semi-final against Spurs. So another big London derby yet again in an FA Cup semi-final. And we beat Everton 3-0, which means that we're on a run of clean sheets here in the Premier League, which is huge. But as you can see, we play Manchester City today. We also play Man United at Old Trafford, then Liverpool in the next 3 games. And if you do your math quickly, Liverpool are the only team that can catch us now mathematically. I think actually Man City technically can get to equal points of us, but our goal difference is great. Liverpool can get to 83 points this season. So a win today means mathematically we'll win the league. If Liverpool do not win today, we will mathematically win the league. I don't actually think that's correct. I actually think City can get to 8. Look, we can mathematically win the league with a point here today. Technically speaking, if we win, we definitely win the league. And if we don't, I'm going to give you Manchester United to go and win the league. It has been an incredible run, an incredible achievement. It's all down to this 4-3-3 being nuts. And today's team to win the Premier League is as followed. Ramsdale in net, Ben White at right back has been outstanding. Saliba's been dealing with injuries, but he is developed into a world-class centre-back who's looking pretty good. Gabriel on the left has had a very good year. I'm very glad we did not sign a new centre-back. He's been playing exceptional. He's played at a 7.2 for all season. Rice, Odegaard and Havertz are all world-class in the middle of the park. All have developed into their world-class potential and look fantastic. And look, I don't want to say it because I'm a Liverpool fan, but in this database and in terms of growth and what they've achieved, the best front three in the league is Saka, Martinelli and Osimhen, and that's not up for debate. We have scored that many goals in this 4-3-3, 95 goals, and we will score well in excess of over 100. And if we beat Manchester City today, this will just be the icing on the cake. Let's go in there. Let's go beat them. Let's go see if we win the league mathematically in this game. If not, I'm going to have to give these guys a Man United game. And if we lose that one, it would be the Liverpool game. If we somehow lose all of those games, I will then end the episode and film a new episode. I'm actually going interstate for poker, hence why I'm currently up filming this, because I kind of want to win the league before I go to interstate for poker. But here we are. If you are enjoying the content, we are trying to get out a video every day in... we're going to be champions. We're trying to get a video out every day in Jan, and this video should be around the time that it ends. They've got Foden, Grealish, Rafinha, De Bruyne, Silva, and Phillips. Haaland's out injured yet again for Manchester City. He's picked up a few more injuries in this database than he has in real life, which, you know, he's injury prone usually. But yeah, and at the back, they've got Ake, Guardiola, Diaz, Rico Lewis, and Edison. So, look, we've been pretty good. This 4-for-3 has been pretty outstanding. If we get going, we can slap City. I am full full confident of that. In the end, Nathan Ake finds the ball, fires it out, but it's been not picked up by the winger, and Ben White in the right position, as he's been all season. Saka now to the byline, chips one back stick. Havertz is a big boy, and well, Havertz is 15th goal in all competitions. I love the centre mid on attack because you can get that centre midfielder into the box, and Havertz is 6'2" or 6'3". He's very good in the air, and yet again, on the end of a Saka crosses Havertz arriving late, and we lead 1-0, and if it stays as it is, challenge number 1 here out of 20 in the EPL challenge, it would be completed with Arsenal. I will also say that we do have Real Madrid in the round of 16, the quarterfinal round of the Champions League. We do win today. That is your next episode. When I come back on stream next, we will be having a look at, obviously, the Real Madrid results. If you ever want to check out this challenge or my Wrexham stuff, obviously these videos are a little bit out of date from when I'm filming. I'm already got up to episode... I've got all my videos, one day's Wrexham, one day is EPL challenge. Currently got up to January 17th filmed as Martinelli fires over the bar. I'm filming today on the 6th, so you can see that there's about 10 to 11 days discrepancy. But if you want to come check out how we're going in the challenge or watch any of this live, links down below. We're usually very much live. If it's not me playing poker, because I do play poker semi-professionally, it's obviously me doing all the filming here for all the FM content. That first half is blown away. City have yet to have a shot. And that's the thing. This press is so super duper high, heavy press, that if teams can't cope, you're defensively better off being in their face because you just don't give them a sniff in and around the box. And in 45 minutes time, we could be EPL champions. And this 4-3-3, it's down to it. It's been that good that I'm tempted to play this 4-3 at Aston Villa and see if it was the tactic that was just so overpowering and it could work at Villa. And I think at Villa you could technically play this. Douglas Luiz, Diaby out on one side, Watkins through the middle, Leon Bailey maybe on the other side. Start thinking of those players. Anyway, Saka just lit Akanji up. Osimhen at the front stick. In the end, he's put it wide, but Saka absolutely sold Akanji down the drain. And it's 7 shots free play City, 0 shots 0, and 58 minutes. The great Manchester City side is yet to have a shot under Pep Guardiola. Maybe they'll have opportunity now. De Bruyne loops one in there. Diaz heads, and for half a second I thought Ramsdale spilled it into the bar. He doesn't. City's first shot comes from a deep free kick in the 65th minute. Saliba, Odegaard, Ramsdale, Gabriel have been very good at playing out. Look at the tempo here. In the end, not a great ball from Ramsdale. He had a bit more time than he thought. And maybe Manchester City starting to get back into this game. And when you do dominate against a side like City, you do have to put them away, and we haven't yet today. Kovacic now goes back to Rico Lewis. We're trying to get our shape and force them inside towards the centre midfield and the centre defensive midfielders that we have. And this is great from us. We forced them all the way back to Edison. Calvin Phillips, good shape yet again. They have to go wide here, and they have gone to Guardiola. Saka now comes to initiate this press. Akanji, De Bruyne is good enough to get on the half turn and does. Grealish, Doku. This is a great Manchester City move. They've got side to side. They've got the overload on this left-hand side for them, or our left-hand side. It's a ball and a half to Doku. That is a world-class Manchester City goal. They may have only had 2 shots in the 65th minute, but their second chance has gone in, and it was a world-class move. Our shape was good. We forced them to go side to side. We forced them all the way back, but then City's speed of movement to come out the other way, create the 2v1 overload, and between Rafinha and I think it might have been Foden, and Doku scores, and City's first shot on target has gone in, and unfortunately, as it stands, we're being a little bit FM to not win the title today. A lot of the boys are tired. I did play a fairly full-strength side 3 days ago against Everton, mainly knowing that if I won that game, there was no way we were going to mathematically be caught, because if I rotated, lost to Everton, then lost to City, then lost to Man United, then lost to Liverpool, the title's on. But now, I'm in a position where I just need to win one game and we should win the title. Now, everyone's pretty tired. Odegaard's going to come off, and Smith Rowe's having a fantastic year, so we're going to do that. Tierney's going to come off for Zinchenko because he's pretty good. Zaniolo's going to come in for Martinelli. Jesus is going to go on the other side as well. I think that's fine. Saliba's playing a bit injured. We're going to bring him off for Suma Diamonde. 5 changes, bang, off we go. And that's the thing. We've got great depth. Jesus knows what he's doing. Zaniolo's world class. Declan Rice is still out there, but Smith Rowe's borderline world class. So we bring on some fresher legs. Is there going to be one last chance to win the title here at the Manchester City Stadium? 90 minutes played. It depends what's happening with the Liverpool game. We might still be champions even with a point. Time still ticks. Look, it's not over. Here we go. We've got to have a chance in the 95th minute to win the title. Ben White. Grealish wins. City have to score to be in the title fight or to, stop us winning the title, you would imagine. Ruben Diaz, Edison, chips out. It's a great ball out of Rico Lewis. Can we get the press? Mateus Nunes, Stones. City still playing their football and fair play to them. Picked off by White. Great press. Gabriel Jesus can go down the line with fresh legs. Can he get a ball in the box? Smith Rowe has won the Premier League title for Arsenal. And it's Smith Rowe, a man that has given his life to Arsenal Football Club. Unreal. A man born in London. A man that has come through Arsenal, thick and through. And, well, there he is in the 95th minute with the last kick of the game. Has won the title for Arsenal in match day 32. A deflected cross first time into the top bin over Edison. And we are Premier League champions. And that is something special. It is going to finish Man City 1, Arsenal 2. Lift that Premier League trophy aloft. We'll get it in the Excel spreadsheet. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, number 1 out of 20 in the EPL challenge is now a tick. Unreal. Gotta love to see it. Trophy to be lifted by Odegaard, even though the players obviously don't look anything like out there. But I am happy with that perfection. Utter perfection this season. This 4-3-3 has unlocked this full potential in this Arsenal side. And I think this is a system we might test at Aston Villa to see if it was the system that's overpowered or if it's just this Arsenal team. I've got a sneaking suspicion that this system is going to fit a lot of the aggressive sides in the Premier League. And you might see us play this at Liverpool, at City. You might see us play this at Man United, because those sort of teams in this sort of system might be able to go absolutely ballistic. If you have a look at the stats, if the games are going to show us the stats, we dominated. City had 3 shots won, and we were the best team by a mile. They scored a fantastic goal. Sometimes you've got to hold their hands up. Liverpool drew to Bournemouth anyway, so we would have won the title with a point anyhow. But it's just nice to see Smith Rowe score. That's utterly special. We win another title, which moves us up to 14 titles, but that's our first ever one here as well. They want a new deal for Martinelli, mate. Before I end this save point, I'm going to give you the keys to the city, mate. You've been outrageous. Never thought I'd say that about Martinelli, but he's been arguably one of the best players I've ever used on Football Manager. He's been that good. There's the schedule. What a schedule. What a run. Barely any games. The only team that can cope with a run like this is Manchester City when they're on Football Manager. I will say Liverpool, if Liverpool at their pomp will obviously get 97 points and probably can contend with this. But, City have started so poor. Liverpool haven't been themselves. Chelsea are in and around it. They're all on 60 points and we're on 85, boys. We're on 85. We cannot be caught. That's the title. Give it a like. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'll see you guys next episode, because this challenge isn't just all about winning the Prem. Yes, we move to team and we win the Premier League, but we do want to win the Champions League and the FA Cup in this challenge. And I've got Real Madrid in a big plum tie in the quarterfinal, and I'll see you guys at the Emirates and the Bernabeu next episode. Catch you guys then. Thank you and goodbye.